Welcome back to the Wood Division podcast. I've been stuck doing the intro now forever, apparently. I did not sign up for this, but now apparently I gotta do the intro all the time. But our podcast is so cool, I can swear twice, apparently. We're just that damn cool.
It's so hecking cool. Oh my god. I gotta admit.
There you go. There's an intro for you.
Yeah, I gotta admit, that reference inside the Riot's video was actually so weird because, oh, and now we can swear twice in the same video. Like, bro, what? That's not even swearing.
I totally forgot. Actually, they said that.
Yeah.
I just find it so cringy, and they just keep doing it. It's painful.
It's like, just say,
But like,
say it.
Did they? You'll have to censor that if you want your ads on YouTube. Because
True.
you can't swear in the first 2 minutes. Anyway, did they actually swear at least once?
I don't think so.
They count as hack, I think, as a swear.
If YouTube doesn't like tag it, that doesn't count.
It's so
It's one of these
cool.
things. America always is like really weird with swears versus Europe.
They are very religious, I guess. Maybe that's what, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Nah, it's kind of weird. I mean, it's fine. Alright, so first topic for today, let's talk about the two-factor authentication after 12 years of waiting and having only Clash, because like the only system that they had was actually for Clash. Like, they had no two-factor authentication for anything else.
Oh god,
And I think for
yeah.
challengers as well, because like challengers, but
For challengers it makes sense because they don't want people to be selling accounts. So but even that, you can still like change the two-factor authentication, but it's like an extra step that at least like helps them track if you sold your account to someone else.
yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why that happened. But I totally forgot they did it for Clash too.
I mean, it was
Yeah,
only
I forgot
available
as well.
for Clash, and then they just recently made it. But like, it's the worst thing about it. You know what it is?
However, for
It is
Clash, they did it because they didn't want people to spam the servers. Because, Clash had some pretty big issues for quite a long time. And I remember they did this because it eased the load off of the servers a bit, because people couldn't spam the servers.
Yeah, that would make sense actually.
Yeah, but I totally forgot that like it wasn't the thing.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a thing at all. That's like the worst offender. It's like we are in 2022. I mean, it's early 2022, so it doesn't really count. But it's been 12 years since the game is officially released. So it was beta before and everything, but it took them 12 years to actually quote unquote secure the accounts like a proper way.
Like, their reasoning isn't, like, from my point of view, their reasoning wasn't like really, really bad, because their reasoning was people who normally like to enable it normally have stronger passwords in general anyway, and are a bit more careful of things, so they're less likely to get hacked, where people who fall victim to hacks, normally don't enable it anyway, apparently. So
I mean, two-factor authentication is like one of the strongest ways. It's like so simple, but it's by far the strongest way you can secure your account.
But same time, it's like, isn't two-factor authentication, but like with mobile apps, or like at least Google apps or whatever, like Oathie for Twitch, I think it's Google Authenticator for like phones, Android, might have one for like Apple. Well, isn't this more secure if it's on mobile with a specific app that like generates? Because like that's the thing, it generates a code.
I think a message is more secure than an app, right?
It's your email though.
Text message is apparently very insecure.
No, it's not even text message. It's literally like the only option you have is email here. Like that's it.
I mean,
the thing is, like,
than nothing, I guess, but
with email, I'm fine with just email, because like, yeah, sure, it like for me, it'll be easier having an app rather than open up my email and try and find the code, etc. But it's a thing of, in the end, my email has the app to factor anyway. So if someone has access to my email, you know, it's game over anyway.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if you get your... I mean, wait. Doesn't... Because I'm trying to remember how it shows when you try to log in, because you have the option to save your computer code thingy for like 30 days. But I think it is just like every other authenticator that sends you an email. It shows you like half of your email. Or at least like a couple letters. So if it shows that, the guy knows the beginning of your email, but then you would need, again, a two-factor authentication on your email, because otherwise you're just fucked.
Yeah, so it's secure enough. It just feels easier if there's an app as well, but
Because the app
you know, eventually
generates
one
a
day.
code every 30 seconds.
I just find it funny that one of the writers who work on it, Dan Hawks, he was like, I'm surprised that like and happy at how many people have enabled it already. It's like I don't know how I should feel about that statement that like he didn't think that many people would enable it.
I mean, ideally everyone would.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, why wouldn't you? It's literally securing your account more.
Well, that's something that also really surprised me on the subreddit. Some people like, oh yeah, cool, finally it's here, and there was actually a few comments saying, as long as I don't have to enable it, like as long as they don't force me to enable it, I'm fine. I'm like,
it's
wait,
because
what?
it's because it's people who are lazy and they are like, every time I log in, I will have to pull out my phone, or you know, something like that.
But
It's weird.
But then
So,
when you
like,
get hacked, like when you spend $200 or like $2,000 on your account, and then you get it hacked, and then you cry to Riot support because you got hacked, what do you think they're gonna say? Oh yeah, you should have enabled this fucking thing. Stop being a lazy piece. I'm getting frustrated. Oh man. But like that's like taking time to Riot support that it could do other things other than telling you secure your fucking account. Make a 26 character with special like question mark at like percentage or whatever.
Yep.
Like do everything to secure your accounts. Like you have even password generators and like so many things. It's like just secure it. Do every single option, even if it's just this one that is just like, oh yeah, you just get an email with a 6-digit code. Like that's it. Like even that is like more than enough to.
I mean, freaking, I'm sitting here looking at my physical Blizzard authenticator for World of Warcraft.
Oh, true. They made those like 10 years ago.
Old.
From 2012 or whatever. I have it here right on my table. The battery died after like 9 years. For 9 years, it lived off of a single battery, and I can't believe it.
Nah, I'm not surprised. Isn't it like since Wrath of the Lich King or like Cataclysm?
Yes, that's exactly the one.
Yeah, oh man. Oh, that brings me back.
I got it right here in my hand.
Oh man.
You two WoW fanboys, I swear to God.
No,
like,
it's not...
No, Riot, this is cool. Like, Riot should actually make these.
Yeah. It's like having, you know, like the gun buddy, like the design of the gun buddy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a physical, physical freaking key to your account.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, Google does those now. And Google really wants me to get one for my YouTube channel.
Oh. Okay, I mean, yeah, they're trying to secure your account, so that's still pretty nice. But...
Yeah, Google call it the Titan security key.
Really? I don't think
that's good to know.
Yeah, it's a USB stick that
is
you
my
plug into
account
your computer and
is my account less meaningful, or maybe this is a UK thing?
Ooh.
I don't know.
No one is offering it to me.
You should feel offended by that, Necrit. You should.
Exactly.
You should actually fight them.
I think I got the email about it.
Alright.
Well, I think I got the email for it after I like logged in back into like my account from like one of my really old laptops. I must have just set off alarm bells or something.
Hold on, I'm actually googling how many subs you have. 2.5 million. Never mind.
Yeah,
that's
not that many.
Yeah, that's a big.
Maybe that's why. All right, maybe that's why.
Same time, he is Riot Games again, and he's even a bot.
God, stop
He's
it.
an AI. We're talking to an AI right now. That would be
Yeah,
actually
everything's
scary.
fully
He's
automated.
He's actually writing the YouTube algorithm as we speak.
I wish. Oh my god. I would love that.
You wish you could exploit it, or you wish you could write it?
Oh, exploit it, definitely.
Yeah, so that everyone watches Crystal Rose skins.
Ah, yes. Let's talk about Crystal Rose being officially Debonair 3 yet again.
Oh,
God.
official now.
Oh, man. I hate it. Alright. Do you guys want to talk about the second subject?
Sure.
Sure.
Which is disabling the Chemtech Dragon on Summoner's Rift.
Now, no, hold on. So they said that they did disable it because people hated it, which, to Riot's credit, it's pretty cool that they did that. That they actually like listened to our community. But they are actually gonna they will try to fix it and it will return. So the question is, in which state it will come back?
Yeah, that's.
I've seen Riot fix things. I don't believe it's gonna go well.
What did they fix previously, except maybe Aatrox, but it wasn't even a fix, it was even worse, like you said.
Like we would have more fun listing what they didn't fix. Like Yorick's hat.
Okay. We're going there. Okay. True. Oh wait, did they finally? Wait, did they announce anything about, like? Sorry if I switch topic like super quick and we're gonna jump back to the Chemtech thing, but like, did they announce anything about Ekko?
No, it's still work in progress.
What?
Work in progress because it's Ekko, but no Yorick.
Probably 12.4, 12.5, I imagine.
But
probably more 12.5.
Hasn't it been like a month or two now since they announced that they would push it back? Wasn't it like the...
Yeah, but while it has been a month or two,
Christmas.
It was December. It was December. You know, Christmas holiday.
Merry Chrysler.
So
yeah,
technically it's been 3 weeks, I guess.
Mm.
But you know, it's like they want to make special sound effects, and what was it? They want to redo the home guard animation.
Yeah, home guard.
It's one of those things.
That's why it takes.
They got you got to remember, it's like the people who got to make those have to drop potentially working on like some big event coming later to work on that. So it's a balancing act, you know.
Some big void event.
Well, we still know nothing about the void event. It could literally be a one patch thing. It could not actually not be a full event.
I am.
But like, wasn't
yeah, I know. Like, Riot has been digging it up.
So hold on. So last year was Ruination, but the year before that was Spirit Blossom, right? It wasn't. There wasn't a year gap. It was like year after year. So
yes.
So they should every year. It seems like they are planning for a big event every year.
Nah.
Yeah. Yes. However, those events are in June. Yes. July. Is it July or June? It's
July.
Ruination was July.
It's summer, basically.
Yeah. So summer, Spirit Blossom did really well. They did, what was it, back-to-back champion and legendary. Yep. They tried to do that for Sentinels of Light. Vex obviously hit into development problems, so it wasn't back-to-back champions and legendaries, but it was still back-to-back legendaries with one new champion.
Yep.
So, but this year, I guess they're not going to do back-to-back champions.
I mean, like, so
there's
like
only one
very,
void
you know, because we already we are now on 2 champions that were supposed to be already released.
Yes.
And now we'll be going into a voidy champion. So it seems like they are behind on the schedule. So that will definitely affect it.
But the thing is, like, the void champ. If we're going based on past logic, the void event's not going to be until July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's 6 months away.
True.
Has Riot been teasing a champion like 6 months ahead of time?
They did with the end of season cinematic, and then 6 months after the Ruination.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
I'm more thinking. Has the Void champion had more than one teaser?
No.
It depends. It depends.
In the
Because
champion roadmap.
in the lore, if you count that, yes. Because in the lore, Malzahar confirmed the champion, and that was
When?
November last year.
When is
That was-
even the next champion roadmap, maybe?
That was even before. No. It was the champion. No, that was before the champion roadmap, I think. Even maybe or around that time, roughly around that time. But yeah, the Malzahar story. I don't know if I want to look at my own video when I released it, and I released it a bit later, so that's a month ago.
I think
when
it was in November.
It was the same time. I can actually look it up super quickly because on Universe, I can look up exactly when the story was released. I think it was November, yeah, but I can. If you give me a second, I can get on it. And it was 2 months ago. Damn it, there is no date.
Ah, yeah.
So it might have been December then. Might have been early December.
Yeah, so with the season start, they obviously teased the new Void champion quite heavily.
Yeah.
And we did initially first find out about the Void champion back in the September roadmap.
Yeah.
So I can't tell if she's going to be sooner rather than later. I don't know. 6 months just feels like a long time, but then, yeah, Riot is behind on the champions, really.
I mean, if the next support champion is gonna be released in a month-ish, maybe, then maybe earlier than that, then you know they would have like 5 months for that champion, which would be plenty of time. I think it's still possible for them to like land the summer mark.
Yeah, it would be doable, but then it would be releasing champions 2 or 3 months apart, which I think they've already done in the past.
Oh yeah, they've done that. Yeah.
So it would be feasible, like humanly doable for them to do that.
Yeah, champion every 3 months used to be the norm, pretty much, until freaking.
Wasn't it like
threw everything out
one
the
champion
window.
per month at some point when it was like early league days?
Oh no, there
Oh.
was more. It was actually.
It was every other patch.
Yeah,
It was
that
every-
was
no, it was-
insane.
It was one champion every 2 weeks.
It's like, oh wait, we released Caitlyn. Here's Cassiopeia now.
I recently looked at that. It was every 2 weeks there was a
It's
champion.
insane.
Yep. Yeah, I remember those days.
But the kids, like the kids were technically, some of them were still complicated, but like those champions still hold up to this day.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. It's because
Like they're still
it
fun.
were simple. They were
Yeah.
simple and fun. It was like this champion looks like this. What would be a fun ability for them? And
Yep.
that's it. They just went for the fun and they balanced it later.
What would be something that would make sense if you had like a police woman chasing down people? Oh, putting traps to like stop them. Using
yeah,
a net
exactly.
to stop them as well. And shooting a huge bullet through the skull. Nice.
Can you imagine what they would do to Caitlyn if she was like released today?
Oh, that would be so... Oh, I would be like Aksha or something super complex.
She would.
She
actually
would
goes
be
into
able to put handcuffs on someone.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
exactly. Like okay, so she
I would
stuns
like
you
that.
for 21 seconds, and you're sent to your base. She goes into stealth.
She sends you to jail. Literally.
Yeah. You know, she's an investigator. She goes into stealth and spies on you. And if she spies on you for 3 minutes, she gets your tax documentations.
Ooh. That's pretty nice. And then you have the IP and you can leak it in all chat.
And then she finds a
Steals
boss.
portion of your gold.
And suddenly your prices in the shop are much higher.
Dude, but like that would be like legit. That would be such
No,
a good
don't
trait
do that.
for a
Yeah.
champion that could like steal some of your gold.
No, it'll be.
It would be the gold that you haven't spent. Since if you stay in lane, for example, and you have like 2k gold, if the guy steals something, it's like, I don't know, 50 gold. It's not that much, right? It's just a
People would
ward or like
hate
a
it
potion.
so much. It sounds fun, but then imagine you're playing against that, you know.
And then
Do
I'm
you
like,
remember Gangplank
don't touch
versus
me.
Denial?
Oh, true. You could deny minions. Just like in
Oh,
Dota.
yeah. And people hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
very annoying.
Same time, people like stuff evolve, and now people hate playing against half of the champions that Riot has been releasing for the past years or so.
Yeah, it's because
It's like those champions can be fun to play, but it's just a nightmare to play against.
Imagine if we were new players as well.
Example.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I think Zeri's gonna be popular just like Vex was or is, because like out of the last year, because there was freaking Viego, there was Akshan, like Vex was popular because she's the only simple champion. You pick her up and you know exactly what you do. You press buttons that you deal damage. Zeri,
very refreshing.
I feel like Zeri is gonna be the same one because like Zeri has the normal like classic kind of like cookie cutter build where Q is a damaging ability, W is a damaging ability, E is movement speed, ultimate deals damage. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. That's so simple and so effective. I think that's why also I loved playing Set. Is that his kit is just so simple.
Yeah, and Set is very popular.
Yeah.
He's also shirtless, so let's not give them
ideas. No. I mean, I don't care about that. He can look like a robot as well, which is fine. But like his kit in general is so simple to understand, and like get like, okay, if I get damaged, I just press W and I literally destroys people. Like, I just fuck them up so hard. It's just simple and it works. It's less complicated than, oh yeah, if I press R, I can possess someone, not be targeted, heal half of my HP, and then I become the champion that I'm ulting, and then I can press another spell, and like, just stop, right? Just stop making complex stuff. Like, your game has more than enough complex champion.
It's kind of interesting that that's not even what Viego really does in the story.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't become the champion. He like, yeah, sure, he corrupts their mind. He like possesses them.
Yeah.
He doesn't turn into them. But yeah.
I think that's where you draw the line between having a champion that makes sense and having a kit that feels okay to play or whatever.
Because I assume they probably would have tried to do like a mind control kind of thing.
That's basically Mokai's old ult then.
Exactly, and they would need to, but they would need like what I imagine is like, you know, he puts his ultimate on you, and suddenly like you activate, like
it disables your input.
Exactly, but I believe it would be even more buggy because they would need to use their AI, you know.
Wait, what? Why
because
AI?
They could like, because actually no, yeah, you could.
If they disable your input and then the guy just like. He just auto attacks you.
He could control you like any stibbers, but you wouldn't be able to use your abilities.
Not just that.
They would fix that if they use their bot AI and like, you know, he puts his ultimate on you and, you know, the bot replaces you like that. Sure.
As long as it's not Daisy's AI, I'm fine with it.
I mean, the bot AI isn't too bad.
Yeah,
no,
sure,
Daisy's just dumb.
But I'm not sure how it would behave if you have to like swap the player's inputs with that, and you know, I can already imagine the spaghetti.
I mean, we already have spaghetti.
They would have to destroy the player and spawn a bot, essentially.
Yeah. And that would be
pretty bad.
Interesting to see.
Alright, so I guess the Chemtech discussion is already done. Done and dusted.
Rest in peace, Chemtech.
Riot took the L.
Also, Chemtech was very buggy as well. There were a lot of times when like you were supposed to die, but then you didn't die, and you just like kept running around. So it was buggy as well.
It was the same in Spellbook.
Yeah, but that's Spellbook. Here's literally like competitive play.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they never fixed the bugs from Spellbook and just dumped it on live.
Just like they never fixed the bugs from Spellbook with Ekko. After like 2 Spellbook rounds, they're still not fixed. They don't care. They don't have time. They have better things to do. Yeah. No, but like the Chemtech, apparently like I saw a lot of people like, especially like professional players who like complained about that since the beginning. Yeah. Because it was like, it removes vision, so it removes counterplay and comeback potential and everything. So like I would 100% understand that. And then I think there were champions like Kled who apparently couldn't die because
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
yeah, because of his Yoshi, his fucking mount. I forgot the name of it.
Scarl,
Oh,
you.
Thank you.
Hello?
I mean Yoshi is fine as well.
Yoshi made me laugh.
But like yeah, he couldn't die because the moment he jumps out, I mean he should be dying, but like no, it just jumps out of it. It's just all a buggy mess. And the only champion that oh, I didn't think about that. Does that mean that the small Rengar rework about stealth is rendered useless now?
Theoretically, it was unnecessary now, yeah.
Because they made that to make it work because they removed bushes. Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably unnecessary now. At least I mean Rengar players might be happy about that still, maybe.
Yeah,
we still don't know how they're gonna fix Capture.
Like I would imagine. So what I would imagine is that you treat the entire area as a one-way bush, as in like, you know, the entire like stealth area. If you're in it, you can see everything that's in it. If you're outside, you can see everything that's outside. It's not like a stealth. It's literally like a. Is there a mechanical actually in the game that does that?
I don't know.
I think there is. I can't. No, not Nocturne. Someone does that. Or am I wrong? I think someone spawns an area and you can only see in or out. I don't know. But you know,
I
that.
don't
I don't know.
See in or out.
Viego missed.
I mean,
it doesn't work that way. I don't know.
Gwen,
Anyway, but, you know,
if Gwen spawns her thing, you can hit her inside if you're also inside, but...
Oh yeah, but that would be but with vision. I think no, actually Graves is W. Doesn't that work that way?
No,
if you stand
I
in
don't know,
his
it just
basic
looks
gas,
it.
if you stand in his gas, you're blind to everything that's outside it.
Yeah,
in the smoke. And if
pretty much.
someone else is in the smoke, you should be able to see them too. But you know, you take that, but you know, just make it as large as you know the area that was now, and I think that would be fine-ish. That should work. Maybe, I don't know. I still think the entire idea of like everyone getting some kind of a stealth or some kind of a, you know, hiding spot, I think that's dumb.
Yeah, I think that's dumb too. I think that's where like kits overlap from one champion to another.
Oh yeah,
because the mechanic itself is fine, but if it's too many champions who can abuse that, it becomes painful to play
exactly
against.
because there are just gonna be champions who will be stronger with this than other champions, and and you can't do that. You can't have a chance in a game where if there is the chance that a special dragon spawns, which if you take, and there is a chance that you might have a champion that specifically is overpowered with that dragon, you know, you basically roll 3 dice, and there is the chance that you just win the game because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you love those random factors.
Well, yes, but no.
Not in ranked.
You know, TFT is something totally different. But yeah, it's. But yeah, because in league you're supposed to have everything under control. There shouldn't be randomness in league.
Yes.
Besides
I agree. Even Dragon.
Randomness is what makes Spellbook so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's limited randomness.
But the randomness is a fun aspect. But you know, there is no fun in ranked. So
True.
Yeah.
True. There's only pain and suffering.
Yes.
True, but I don't play ranked, so I never.
Same.
I never feel that pain.
Same. I only play for gold so I can get my skin and get the hell out.
True.
After every 10 games, I always do like my 10 initial games to get my gold, and I feel like I'm 3 years older.
But overall, congratulations to Riot for taking the L publicly about it.
Yep.
That was a big step forward, just admitting that they made a mistake, even though they're gonna rework it. Like, as long as they admit that they made a huge mistake and they're gonna work on it, it's fine. Especially like reworking it.
I assume they actually saw it on the numbers. They saw that after they released Chemtech, like people rapidly like started dropping ranked. So I assume they saw it in the stats somewhere.
It's very possible, actually. But yeah, it's good. It's healthy for the game that they can finally use, and I think it's the first time they actually do that. They use the pre-season to make changes to new mechanics. Because I don't remember a single time in the past when they introduced elemental dragons. They never changed anything, even though, if I remember, some of them were actually kind of busted. Same for the plants.
Them always, yeah. But they did like minor changes to them, like, you know, I forgot what the change was,
but it took an entire year to have something stable.
Oh yeah, but like it never was a massive change. Like with the air dragon, wind dragon, one of those. The old buff was, I believe, movement speed out of combat, and they were like, we're gonna change it, and they only gave it a new buff. You know, they never introduced anything big, but there were always the tiny tweaks, but never anything as big as this.
I think the plants, when they introduced them, like the explosive and healing plants and everything, I think there was a lot of backlash, but they still kept to it. Yeah. I mean, now
they spawned in like really awkward spots though, way back when they.
That is true. It was random, absolutely. Now
and again,
we have a couple of spots.
It took them a full year to actually have stabilized, but like they could have worked on it and not disable them, but like just, okay, we're gonna work on this, like we're just gonna, I don't know, push it back for like 2 months and then re-enable it and then toy with it. But like if your community actually hates something, not disabling it, but like addressing the problem, I think it's really healthy. Because then it creates discussion of like, oh, okay, Riot is right, Riot is wrong, here's XYZ reason why it's the case. And I think that's pretty good, that's pretty healthy for the future of the game. Especially like that, again, using pre-season to introduce something new, cool. And then if you get shit on, like that's normal, that's pre-season changes. Like you should prepare yourself to like having to rework some aspects of it. Yeah,
absolutely.
Alright, third subject, which is going to be a fun one. DoubleUp is here to stay on TFT.
It's a good mode.
I played it like 3 times, and I only played it with myself.
Oh wait, yeah, true. Yeah, you played it on stream.
I only played it with myself. I played on my wife's account on my phone, and I played on my account on my PC. And yeah, I played DoubleUp with myself. It was hilarious, to be honest.
Yeah,
account sharing is against the terms of service. I'm afraid you're gonna have to be banned.
No,
yes. Mordog is gonna come after you. He's knocking on your door right now.
No, I can argue that my wife was right next to me. She was aware.
Was she though?
She was just out of camera range.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She was telling me which units to buy.
I mean, I played a lot of DoubleUp. I don't know if I played more DoubleUp than single player. I think it's probably equal, and I played a lot of it.
Did you play with randoms?
Yeah. No, not randoms, just friends. I played with my brother, and I played with a couple of friends afterward.
Okay, yeah.
But overall, I have to admit that DoubleUp is the best idea that TFT. It's even better with this set because this set is so fun. Yeah. But like the fact that you can, like, I remember when they announced that there would be a 2v2 TFT thing, I was super excited because I was wondering how they would pull that off. Like, would you be 2 little legend on the same board, moving units at the same time or something like that? And then now, no, not at all. You have like 2 separate boards and you can help each other and send items and everything, which is crazy insane. And it works great as well, because you can have like someone being super strong early game, and then the other one is super strong late game. It just works. It's just so cool. And it's gonna stay now.
Yeah, the brilliant idea is like how you share your units, where you can send something over even with items and stuff. That's where the brilliance comes in.
It's like, oh, are you trying to do a 3-star Jace or like Scion? Oh wait, let me send you like the last 2-star unit that you were missing, because I've been buying them over time.
and then boom, 3-star unit, and it's just like so cool because then you can scream in your house and be like, oh my god, we did it, look mom, I'm gonna push this on YouTube. And then yeah, because I remember was it Hafu? I think it was Hafu who had a 3-star Tam Kench. It wasn't double up, but like just that moment when you get that specific 3-star.
But that's because, okay, that's for another reason. That's because there is a pretty hilarious build, which is like, it's like 1 in 4 that it works out, but you essentially, if you get early mercenaries, you intentionally lose 11 rounds in a row. And then if you win, after the 11 rounds, if you're still alive and you somehow manage to win, the cash out is so massive. You can level up to level 8, you can buy like 6 legendaries, and you should have 4 or 5 Nico's helps from the mercs, so you can immediately get a 3-star legendary. But the chances of that happening are pretty low, but it's a hilarious build. It's an insane risk, but if you pull it off, you just instantly win the game.
Good reward.
I want to try it now, but I know I will fail.
But yeah, it only works if you get mercs on the 3 mercs on the first PvP round. So you need you probably need the 2 mercs trait, and you need to be lucky enough to get Illaoi, Quinn, and a 3-star merc, so that you immediately have a 5 merc start. If you manage to do that, there is a chance you might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, that's something that I need to try again as well.
But hey, it's super it's super fun, but it's super risky.
Yeah, that's to jump back on the double up thing. It's amazing the fact that double up was so massively successful and like popular the whole time. Like,
I'm surprised that it's actually that.
Like, how are you surprised about that? It's like,
it's because I don't have friends.
Very well done.
I don't have friends to play with, that's why.
But we are friends, like, just ask me if you want to play TFT,
I recently picked up Hades and Monster
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, we lost him.
my son goes to sleep and then I have some time, so I play Hades.
Oh boy.
That's my life.
And then the other hours of the day you just work on lore and reread stories for the 17th
exactly
time.
Is. From 9 to, quite literally, from 9 to 5, I work on lore.
Oh boy.
And then it's like a bit of free time.
A bit.
A bit, yeah. Few hours.
Couple hours a day.
I mean, with Hades, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna play for an hour, and then I look at the time.
I jumped pretty late on that.
Yeah.
Hades is a fun game.
Yeah. And also Monster Hunter, anyway.
But do you know what else is like super fun, just like Hades?
Uh-huh.
The fact that TFT has more game modes than League of Legends. Congratulations,
Hooray!
Riot.
Congratulations to Riot Mort for pushing TFT further than League.
Yeah, good job, guys, actually.
He worked on the game modes before for League.
He should have stayed there. We would have had PvE game modes by now.
So this is the crazy thing. I don't know if people know about this, but there were 2 guys who worked on PvE game modes. There are 2 guys who are responsible for the magnificent.
Only 2 guys?
Yes. There is a 3rd person. It's a woman. I forgot her name, but she is the one who made Odyssey, I believe.
Ooh, poggers.
But there is Riot Mort. He worked on PvE before, but he left because he basically got the entirety of TFT under his wings. And there was Rowan, who is Riot Latency, who he made Star Guardians, and he moved onto Riot Forge. So now the 2 guys who are responsible for those awesome game modes left to do other things at Riot, and right now there is no one to pick up their mantle.
But is the woman still working on game modes, or like did she also move on to like another department?
I genuinely don't know.
Oh man, we should ask Riot. Riot, if you hear this, like, can you actually reply somewhere in the comments to like let us know where she went? Because like that would be actually a cool interview to like know what they
Because
they're doing
I know
right
that Rowan told me that he was super proud of her because like he was like, all right, I made Star Guardian, you know, this is all the material that you need.
Make
and he
something
basically-
better.
Exactly. He like passed Star Guardian onto her and like she turned it into Odyssey. And so like that was freaking super cool.
Congratulations. Yeah.
And now
that-
we have no idea what's happening.
That really worked out. Like, I feel Odyssey had a much more, like, bigger and long-lasting
think
impact.
so. Exactly.
I really
No,
want to play
like,
it again.
I think Odyssey was better, but I think people played Star Guardian more because of the style.
Because
I
of
think people-
Sailor Moon.
Exactly. Yeah, I think people just like Star Guardian more. That's why I think it was more popular. But objectively,
Yeah.
Odyssey was way better.
Yeah, it's 10 times better for like in every single aspect. Just the fact that we had like custom maps. I mean, for both, okay, but like Odyssey had maps that made sense
But
visually.
it was the custom builds. Like
And
seeing people figure out how to beat the end boss on the hardest difficulty. That was awesome. Like there were people figured out that you can stack 5 Ziggs who all shielded themselves with bombs and they just stood in one place and everyone threw bombs under their feet. And, you
Yeah.
know, that was hilarious to see. And
Also,
freaking-
Malphite pushing stuff towards the walls and everything. If
Oh
I
yeah,
remember
I forgot
correctly.
about I forgot about Malphite, where
Yeah.
you could have an augment that turned his ultimate into a skill shot, and so you just like rammed forward and you just didn't stop. I love that.
Yep, until you hit
Yeah.
a wall.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was such a
And
great
you
addition.
group up all the enemies on your shoulder.
Oh yeah, and then freaking Yasuo came in. Yeah, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That was such a cool concept. But like, yeah, congratulations to her, because like she really did a great job.
yeah.
I didn't know
It's
there were
such-
only like 3 people who worked
yeah,
on game
basically
modes.
only 3 people who like
What the
really
fuck?
push this. So like if there was a writer who would be pushing it out, like there is, like if there was a person who really fought for the idea of PvE, from what I know, Riot would go for it. But right now there is no one who would really like push against the higher ups and tell them like, people want this. I assume. I don't have any behind the scenes info.
Yeah.
I assume that's what's happening.
Oh man, I wish he could come back.
Yeah, they don't really take big risks with game modes anymore. And
That's
Yeah,
the thing. But they said in their article, oh, we like to take risk. Bro, they haven't taken any risk recently.
it's like they want
have with-
something that's just easy for them to like keep updating kind of thing. That it's like apparently Odyssey won't work anymore because scripts changed, so it's broken or something.
Then move it onto a separate freaking like game like TFT.
Yes.
Like, well, you know, TFT, you change champions in League of Legends all the time, but it doesn't affect TFT, so just move the new game mode onto its own separate thing, just like TFT.
But I don't think TFT is its own separate thing, because TFT uses League assets all the time.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Just use League's assets, but don't use the data, like, you know, because their issue was like, oh, if we are rebalancing champions all the time. I mean, then don't take the numbers from the game and move that into a separate place, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, use the skeleton and animations, but
Yes.
like redo
Yes.
the damage thing, just like they did in
Yes.
TFT. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would work. But no, they don't want to take
I mean,
risks.
they are already like separately balancing ARAM and stuff, so yeah, they
Yeah.
can do that.
Let's not talk about Aaron balancing. I'm gonna be pissed. LeBlanc one shot.
And they're trying.
But it's like they've said they don't like bring back All for One because we've added new champions since then, and we have to make sure they work in All for One.
That sounds like a
It's just
you
like-
problem.
Exactly. That
It
sounds
feels
like
like they need better systems.
Yeah.
it sounds like a gaming company problem for a gaming company that's trying to be a gamers company.
Sounds like an overloaded kids problem. But wait, oh no, we don't have those problems with League of Legends, my bad.
Hmm.
That's definitely not the reason why they wouldn't do it. Alright. Let's switch. New champion teaser. Supposedly the bot lane champion.
It's pretty cool how they did it, to be honest. Because I don't know if you know how it first initially got out. It actually started as an ad on websites for TFT. So if you went to like Mobile Edits or something, like there will be like a normal ad pop-up, but it would actually be for the Glass Industries, which is really cool. That's a really cool way to put this.
Yeah, it's a cool teaser. I don't really know what to expect.
It's been a while since we've had a teaser like this.
It's been like, has Riot, when was the last time they did, like, I remember, I am an OG old guy who remembers when they first
you're an old guy. Yeah.
I remember when they teased Vel'Koz through creators.
Yep.
Like they told some creators to be like, we have this clip of Vel'Koz. It would be funny if in the middle of your video, the video got corrupted and Vel'Koz appeared for a moment.
I really loved that until tons of creators who weren't part of it basically were like, "Oh my god, I can make money views from this." Yeah, it was odd. Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
So I think CivHD was someone who was like invited to it, kind of thing. And basically, what people did was essentially downloaded his video, cut it at where it glitched,
and reuse it,
and they just slapped it on their own videos because there was a big Reddit thread of like tracking all the different people it happened to, and obviously people were like, "Oh my god, look at all this free advertisement," and they just jumped on it.
Because
and be like,
I remember Trick2G, who like normally released like 20-minute long gameplay videos. He released like 2-minute long video, which was obviously because he just like had to release a video with this in it and he had nothing prepared, so he like made a 2-minute clip. So I remember like he was in it too. I didn't know there are people who actually like reused it for advertisement.
Yep.
Pretty clever on one side, but you know.
Pretty shitty on the other. Gotta admit it. I mean, it's farming a trend, pretty much, but at the same time, it's like...
It was a different
It sucks that you're not invited. 100% agree with this, but... I don't know, kind of shady move.
I didn't do anything shady, and look! I made it!
Did you? Because you still have less sub than, Mr. Skid Spotlight in front of me.
He's in a Riot game, man.
Mr. Riot.
True.
I'm not a Riot.
No. There's something better than being in Riot Game. There's having your name engraved inside Riot Games.
Oh, you're right. Freaking, you made it into the building. I didn't make it there. That's my next target. Watch me sneak inside the building with like a Sharpie.
Add your name to players of the station wall.
I mean, you could
I'm
probably
gonna cross out Skin Spotlights.
Yeah, you could ask Trindomir.
I'm not on that wall. I'm not on that Skin Spotlights.
Ask them, like, if you hit 1 million subs, if you
can have
your
name
there
as
engraved.
Riot Skin Spotlights. Anyway.
True. But yeah, the new champion sounds. I don't really know how.
I mean, okay. So here's the thing: we got the teaser of her like face and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah. So here's the thing: a classy woman selling perfumes in Zone. I'm happy it's not a sexy woman selling perfumes.
How do you know it's not sexy?
I mean, she looks like Camille levels of sexy, so I'm not too sure.
That's the thing. That's my point. To this day, League of Legends does not have a visually old woman.
She doesn't look visually old.
She looks older because she has like the makeup on her side, and it makes it feel like she has like wrinkles.
It looks like wrinkles, but I'm not okay with this being old.
Exactly, but it's a makeup, but it's supposed to be like mimicking wrinkles to like make her look older. And I'm like, you could have just turned her into an old person, you know? It's like, like they could have gone like, okay, so I like that she's visually interesting. Like having the mask, and it immediately feels different. It feels like she has like the white like high-tech mask. It looks like she's wearing the razor mask, if you know actually. Yeah. It looks like that.
Why?
Oh my god, I need to write it down. I need to make a Renata Renata meme with
Yes.
No,
with
please.
The
Razor
Razor
Mask.
Mask. Yeah.
I need to
No,
make that.
don't, no.
Anyway, but yeah, it's like they could have gone into like the uncharted territories of like elderly women, but they didn't again.
Yeah. But she has a skull-ish hand in the picture.
She does. It's like a weird augmented
Yeah.
high class
Also,
arm, which is cool.
People keep calling it Old Viper, and I just can't unsee it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a you know, we got Zeri and Neon, we got her and Viper now.
Yeah. But weird thing, she has a mask on her face and she holds a mask in her hand. It's like, why do you need two masks? Like, why? Why is that a thing?
Yeah, I pointed that one out to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm stealing your
I did
joke.
not realize that that's what it is. I didn't realize that's what it is. I thought she had a mask, and I thought this was like a weird cup of like her perfume thingy. Oh, it's not a cup. It's
Oh wait,
a mask.
that could be still some sort of cup or like, yeah. I could. It's just like the same sort of design like the mask, but it could definitely be a cup.
That's what
I
I thought
assume
it
it's a
was.
mask to go on a mask.
But yeah, it definitely looks like a
Mask
mask on a
armor.
mask. Oh, it's gonna be oh, that's because on the teaser she has like the weird filters on the sides, exactly like the Razor mask. And from the mask she's holding in her hand, you got the perfume going out, which I assume, hopefully, might be Shimmer. But
You
I
and your
assume,
Shimmer dream.
so I think she's breathing it. That's why she like puts the mask on a mask, because she's breathing the Shimmer from the mask. I assume that's what's happening here.
So that's
Interestingly enough, if you go to the teaser, it says that like we've been making our alchemy thingy for 30 years, which is an immediate deviation from Arcane, where Shimmer was like made by Silco at that time, which wasn't 30 years ago. But here, if she was making Shimmer stuff for 30 years, it means that in the canon universe, Shimmer has been around for far longer. It's an immediate deviation from Arcane.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, it visually, design-wise, isn't she reverse singed? Because
She huffs and stuff guffs.
no, well, she could be reverse singed. Singed is a male. She's a woman. I mean, singed is a man. She's a woman. Singed use gas poison behind him, and she inhales it.
I just realized that, because like for the longest time, wasn't Singed's poison purple? And then they changed
think it was.
And then they changed it to green, and I just
Isn't it
realized
censorship?
that. I don't think that. No, why would they censor green?
No,
I
it
think
was,
it was because
gameplay
of
clarity.
Exactly. Yeah, it was accessibility thingy. It was people with color blindness.
Green, you know green's ally, you know red's enemy.
Yeah, and color blindness wasn't really helping with that. So
I mean, they don't
yeah.
help color blindness nowadays, so who cares? Like, I have problems like seeing some stuff, and they just don't even pay attention to it.
They kinda fixed it. They fixed it by making you able to customize colors.
So remember that the point that you just said about singed, like poison being purple,
yeah.
and now green. Yep. And on like the League of Legends website, the abilities of singed that are shown is actually with his purple poison.
So it was purple.
So
yeah,
it was purple. Maybe it's because we all play with colorblind mode.
So my point is that like the reason why I mentioned it is because for the longest time, like Zone was just known for green chemicals, and then out of nowhere came in Arcane with Shimmer, and it was like freaking like wow. Like during the trailers, we were like, why is there like purple chemical out of nowhere when Zone is known for a green one? And I just realized, actually, way back in the day, Singed did use, purple gas right behind him the entire time. So there were some hints at Shimmer, and then there was Mundo. Mundo was always a weird one with that, but yeah, sure.
I was thinking that maybe Shimmer could be like pre Chemtech stuff, like less refined.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But you know, for Arcane, it would make sense because Arcane technically happened like early in the days. But if she, right here, is now using Shimmer too, then I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. Oh man.
So yeah, I just freaking right now.
We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, right now
Yeah.
Urgot is the only one who's using Shimmer. Or no, sorry, not Urgot is the only one who mentioned even Shimmer in his story in like literally one word.
Yeah. It's just
that's
one
it.
thing, but that's it.
It's like,
Since
"Ah."
Arcane is not canon, we have like no confirmation about like that one word one time.
Yeah.
And there was, I don't know if you have it as topic, recently there was the comment on Arcane's plot armor. I don't know if you know about it.
No. Can you
I
explain it to me?
saw it.
I think DB
But
Sky
I
actually
can't
tweeted
much
about it.
about it.
So there was on Reddit, a writer confirmed that when it comes to Arcane, they are aware of champion plot armor, and if they don't want to kill off champions just to be like, haha, everyone can die. You know, they don't want to do it just because of that. But if there is the right chance and the right opportunity, they would kill off champions in Arcane.
So Arcane is not canon.
Absolutely. That's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah, that's
Arcane is a cinematic universe. Champions can die there.
So nothing in Arcane, yeah, okay, so nothing can be considered as canon. Because then if your champion dies, then it's like, oh, but it's semi-canon. But then where do you draw the line between canon and not
Exactly.
canon?
Yeah, exactly. So Arcane just pretty much got confirmed to be a separate thing.
Oh,
Just wait until the MMO. It's gonna make it way more difficult.
Oh,
that sucks. Oh, that makes stuff more, I would say, entertaining. But at the same time, it sucks because then you cannot introduce people to Arcane in League of Legends and explain to them, oh yeah, this is a completely separate story. Like nothing in this series is actually canon in the story. Like nothing that you're gonna see is actually true.
What gameplay in League matches Arcane?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean,
still wanna
Vipunch.
make another video about that, yeah, because there are still champions who have abilities that don't even kind of like make sense,
Yeah.
especially the old ones. Garen and his holy sword.
Hey, I mean, there is one champion who got his move in Arcane and in League of Legends, Jace Power Slam.
Ah, yeah! Yeah. That was a pretty good power slam. I bet he shouted that as well.
Yes.
Right then and
Acceleration
Why?
gates.
there. God damn it.
Alright. Let's move on.
Yeah, yes.
So yeah, no plot armor. Arcane is not canon anymore. Boom.
Yep.
Do you guys want to talk about your like previous days experience?
Absolutely.
About what you did recently?
So,
6.5.
So by now, my video on that would be out already too, because I'm making a separate video just talking about that experience. But yeah, pretty much. A few days ago, we got the chance to play the new TFT Mid-set called Neon Knights early. By now, the embargo is technically up, so we can talk about what we saw there. And the experience was pretty interesting. If you want, I can quickly just pull up my notes. And I can kind of like reuse my notes from the video.
That's nice. Spoiler alert, if anybody wants to.
This is technically a spoiler alert, but the PB should be out in like few
24
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
less
not
than,
too
way
long.
less than that. In a few hours, the PB would be out. So yeah. So I will quickly go through my notes. We know about the Project Abyssia. That's the new little legend. That one's pretty cool. There is actually a bit of a story where this oh, I know it's crazy that TFT has story, but the Neon Knights happens right after Gizmos and Gadgets. It happens right after their progress day there, where Project Abyssia invades this world from the future to steal some of the old tech for no reason at all, I think. That's pretty much the story.
Wait,
That's literally it.
I have a
Yeah,
huge question right
I
now.
just can't follow
like-
TFT lore.
It's like freaking everyone can summon like dimensional portals. Anyway, so when it comes to cosmetics, we got new tacticians, which is basically the new name for little legends, because tacticians are both little legends and the chibis. But yeah, so we got the Project Abyssia is the new mythic one. I don't think there are gonna be recolors, but I might be wrong. I think it's only one version, and that's the red one. That's the one we saw in the season start video. We, of course, every time there is a new sprite. So this time we are getting the plenty sprite. Botanical one, which is themed after the botanical board, which was also
Corina.
very much also teased. Oh, we didn't talk about it. But hold on, we didn't talk about it, but we'll actually get to it later. And of course, no, also. From Battle Pass, from the last one, we got the Professor Shisa. This time, we are getting Socialite Nixie, which I believe we also saw in the video. And then we got Neon Knight Eggs. Personally, I don't believe I will buy them because I already used better ones. But there are really cool ones this time around. There are new versions for Fenroar, which is the doggy, Light Charger, which is the unicorn, and Kiki, which is the Kiana. Kiana Bollywood version of her. And they all have really awesome recolors themed around Hot Rod and, like, you know, Afterburner kind of style. There is Hextech, there is Pulse Fire, there is Groovy. If you like Space Groove, there are some cool ones. And there is also Bounty Hunter Fenroar, which kind of looks like Boba Fett, but not really. Anyway, so that's those. When it comes to the boards, there is the Toxitorium. That's the one we saw in the preview. But also, there is a new one called Hextech Battle Arena, which, if you remember the cinematic from Gizmos and Gadgets, where Chonk and Pengu were putting together their bots, they actually sent those bots to this battle arena, which is themed after an esports live arena, and that's pretty cool. It's awesome. It has a custom announcer. It has a hologram that shows your little legend, and it mimics its animations, and it has a working scoreboard there, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
So this one
It's
has a lot
cost
of
$100 again?
Exactly.
I was about to say.
I hope not, because this has pretty much a similar amount of features to that one, to that accursed thing. But I hope this is not gonna be a pricey one, because the I didn't mention it, but the Toxitorium, the botanical one, is from the Battle Pass, which is super awesome. It's insane that like cool. map
it
of
looks so
this
nice.
quality. It like doesn't look like a Battle Pass reward, but it is. But yeah, but the Battle Arena is actually just bought separately. But yeah.
Hopefully it's not a bundle that costs like half of your salary each month just to play on a nice TFT board.
I'm curious what the custom announcer's like.
Yeah, I wonder what that's gonna be. If it's gonna be super cringy or
like,
not.
wow, Shisa won! Good job! Clap,
I just
clap,
realized
clap.
I could have actually probably checked.
Oh, true.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, that's right. It should be in the files technically somewhere.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. But when it comes to gameplay, I'll skip over the boring stuff. GA is removed. Instead of GA, there is a new item called Edge of Night, which basically just makes it so that when your carry is dying, it drops threat and goes into stealth, and they don't attack it anymore. When it comes to augments were such a massive success that Riot is adding in 80 new augments.
What?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's 80 new augments. However, I wonder if some of them will feel repetitive, because we got like awesome 15 examples of some really awesome ones. But there are also a lot of augments which are like give a buff to your 2 backlines and give a buff to your 2 front lines. And it's like, I saw 4 different augments. I saw attack speed for your backline, attack speed for your front line, the defensive stats for your back line, and defensive stats for your front line. Those are 4 different augments, but they are like copy-pasted with very minor change. I wonder how many of these 80 new augments will be something like that.
There was one more that I saw as well, which was it gave your front 2 lines extra attack damage.
So yeah, that's gonna go for the backline as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was also ability power.
Yeah.
But then it's like inflating the number of augments for no reason. Just to add more like randomness, so it's kind of doo-doo. I mean, it's good, but it's doo-doo.
but then they're only like tier 1 augments. Like when you get to the tier 3 augments, there's some crazy ones, which is there's one I think essentially give jeweled gauntlet to like your entire team.
I wrote down 10 of these, 10 of the really interesting ones. So there is one that gives you 3 random 3-cost champions, which is pretty cool.
That's nice.
There is one that after casting your abilities, your champions get 10 mana. So it's like everyone has a mini blue buff, essentially.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't it half of blue buff without the mana, like, starting?
Yeah, but
that's nice.
Everyone. Then there is that units with an item regenerate health and mana. It's kind of like, yeah, sure, fine. Then there is everyone is immune to crowd control for 12 seconds. So everyone has Quicksilver. It's Quicksilver on your entire team.
That is huge, though.
That's a massive one. Then there is you get one golden and 1 gray orb, which is just bonus loot.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's either like a spatula or like something great. Okay.
Or Nico's help or something like that.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And then there is then there is the everyone gets jeweled gauntlet, where everyone's abilities can now critically strike.
Ooh,
that's an interesting one for
that could be big.
When you go for arcanists, that has to be insane.
It's like you don't even like you can't just build mana regen and an IE, I guess, in Infinity Edge on your character. You don't even need like those spell. Oh wait, maybe you just do a Rabadon instead of
exactly.
Oh
you do Infinity Edge and you do Rabadon, and it has to be insane damage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so frustrating to play against.
I mean,
but it's a tier 3, RNGing into it.
Okay,
yeah. But then there is an interesting one where your tactician heals 35 health, grows larger, and now has maximum 135 health.
Oh, so it's the board that we had before in set 3.
Yeah. You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah. It was in Galaxies. Yeah, there was a galaxy where everyone was larger.
Just want to note that I'm a boomer and I have a better memory than Necrit about that.
I forgot about that.
I just want to flex that real quick.
And then there is a bonkers one. The last one is insane. You can now see whom you are going to fight next, and you get a Zephyr.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's augment.
You can now see who you are going to fight next, and you get a free Zephyr.
What was it called? Like Celestial Sight or something like that?
Yes. That's crazy.
But like, yeah, because then does it show like on your board, like a ghost of like literally the units of the other guy?
No, so the way it works is that, up on the top of your screen, you can like see the timeline. If you hover the next one that you would fight, it shows you the icon and the name of the one that you're going to fight.
What? So
that's insane.
That is... imagine in competitive, you know where to place your stuff because you know it's going to be this. Oh my god.
This is super powerful. I played with that.
But can you still...
you know exactly who to scout and just watch them. You don't have to like try guess.
But there is the crazy thing. If people know that you have the augment, they watch you where you are scouting.
See, that's where using SPs to swap
you have
really
to click.
quick.
Yes, you have to click super fast so that you immediately jump back and your little legend doesn't hop over. You have to scout super quickly.
Oh my god.
It's actually super fun to play with.
I mean, if you have a sort of good memory, like a photographic memory, and like each game when you have this augment,
screenshot.
For example, yes, or like an add-on or whatever. I mean, no add-on shouldn't be supported, but like, yeah, okay. If you know that, for example, I know I'm gonna face Necrit like next turn, and I know Necrit is running assassins. So I don't need to scout his board to know that I need to push my backline to the front line. Because I know it's gonna be him. I know I don't need to like move my stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh man,
No.
that is. Can you still scout others though? Like, does it influence?
Oh yeah, you can still normally just.
Oh okay, so that's okay.
Stuff. It's literally just a little UI on the top that shows you, you're gonna fight this guy.
Let you know who you're fighting next.
Yeah.
You're gonna get slammed.
Connected to this, I didn't know about this, so I had to look into this. But apparently, there was an add-on for TFT that tracked who you are fighting, and it showed you a percentage of who you would fight next. And Riot saw this as disadvantage for those who didn't have this add-on.
Yes.
And so now they just made it part of the game. And so now
is the add-on still gonna work? Because then
I mean, it's worthless, so I guess it's gonna work.
But like that's the thing. They should have disabled because like the add-on is using the API. They should have disabled that from the API from the get-go.
No, they said they said they will
API.
keep it. They said that whatever power they will keep it because it can be used for other add-ons still.
Oh, okay. So I guess it was probabilities inside the add-on itself.
It's basically the way it worked is that if you look at who you fought before, the system has a percentage chance of who you are going to fight next. So like all people had to figure out is what's the percentage after you fight these people, and like people like wrote that add-on themselves technically. The API didn't tell them the chance. It was that people calculated it themselves.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure did a really good tweet chain on exactly how it worked and how you can like try to figure out who you're fighting next, like ages ago.
Yeah, so basically people just took that formula and turned it into an add-on, and so now it's basically gonna be part of the game. You will always see a percentage chance of like what's the chance of you fighting.
If you have the augment.
Yeah, if you have the augment, you just see straight up who it is. But this is for everyone.
Oh.
So everyone will be able to see a percentage chance of like there are 4 different people, and you have a 10% chance to fight this guy, you have 20% chance to fight this guy, and so on. But if you have the augment, you just straight up see who's gonna be next.
Oh, that's big actually. That's super nice.
That is pretty cool.
That's like less efforts of trying to be like, oh wait, who did I face last time and the time before?
Oh yes,
and like who am I gonna face now? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I still like for me, like the biggest augment that you've quoted so far is the one that is anti-CC for like 15 seconds.
Oh yeah,
that one is like massive.
Still run everyone is insane.
Yeah.
That's holy shit. Because then you don't even need to build it. Like none of your units will get CC'd, which is a huge plus. Because like CC is the strongest thing in the game, pretty much.
Especially like against like Blitzcrank and stuff. You just don't care about it.
Like I think that's also part of why Galio and Sion work so much in tandem, is because Sion has a huge CC in front of him that goes to your backline if he's in the center of the map, and Galio ults half of the map.
Yeah, and Braum is one of the best tanks as well because he just CCs everyone.
Yeah. Like Braum 3, I think is like 8 seconds CC.
Funnily with that, so Braum is staying in the game, and Alistar, another 4-cost tank who also CCs multiple people.
Wait, what?
Is also a unit now.
Because they removed Leona.
No, Leona became Debonair. Leona stayed in, so there are actually quite a lot of tanky units now.
What the fuck?
Debonair is actually really interesting.
So let's talk about the champions and traits. So we got Debonair is a new one where Debonair works like the chosen units during fates, if you remember that.
Okay.
During fates, there was a chance in the shop that like one unit would be the chosen one.
Yeah.
And Debonair, essentially, every Debonair unit has a chance that it will spawn as a VIP in your shop.
Can I stop you for like 1 second?
Uh-huh.
That was a thing, and I want to thank again my friends for showing me that way during the Fate set, we played what we called, I don't know if it was a universal thing, but like Pokemon. So the first unit you had with Fate enabled, you had to pick them. It was the first unit you had to put to 3 stars, and every single item you had to put on them in the order you got them.
Oh my god!
And it was called Pokemon. So again, that's gonna be great if they bring that back, because that was like so much fun to play.
But it's only for Debonair though, so I don't think it's gonna work as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically Debonairs. Once you have 3 Debonairs in the field, the VIP unit gets a special buff. For example, Brand. If Brand is VIP, he can cast twice. If Leona is VIP, she regenerates health. She basically gets the orange armor thingy that regenerates percentage health.
Oh yeah.
Leona is insane as a VIP unit, but yeah, that's.
She was already insane as a normal unit. What the fuck?
Yeah, as a VIP, she's insane.
I don't remember what the other ones are. I saw what Draven's was, but I can't remember.
Oh yeah, Draven's back.
Oh, I guess he does more damage, or like he heals or something.
But funnily enough, remember how last podcast we joked about Crystal Rose being Debonair 3.0? Yeah, it turns out Debonair in TFT actually has Crystal Rose skins.
No, it doesn't. It has Withered Rose skins.
Oh, it's Withered Rose. I'm
different.
Sorry. But yeah, Zeri is a legendary unit. All Zeri does.
Oh,
Zeri
she's also in the set? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she's the less interesting one. She is Debonair with the Withered Rose skin, but like her attacks penetrate enemies and like, just attacks she attacks in a line. That's pretty much it.
Oh, just like her Q in League, pretty much, like some
basically she uses a Q a bunch, and then when she uses her ability, it's her ult, like in League, and she just carries on shooting a Q, but obviously when she's in an ult form, the Q penetrates.
Yeah, that sounds relatively okay, but like, not too crazy.
The more interesting one is Silco. Silco is actually hilarious, and I truly mean it. Like, there are gonna be some awesome clips of people playing with Silco, because Silco, he does attack, he throws daggers around, which, it's fine. It's awesome how faithful he is to Arcane. He looks exactly like from Arcane, and he feels that way too. He basically is a commander in the backline, and he gives 2 units in front of him mana, which is cool. It's kind of like in Arcane, where he's like standing with Shimmer and like, commanding his little puppets around. But more importantly, when he casts his ultimate, he dopes 1 unit with Shimmer. They are on steroids, they deal insane damage, and then they blow up and die.
Oh man, I wish that was in League, actually.
And there was a clip. I just love how you can use him.
Kill your teammate.
Like, we saw him doping Tryndamere, because Tryndamere is now in. You can see him doping Tryndamere. Tryndamere goes crazy. He starts chopping everyone, and then he blows up and die.
That's awesome.
And deals damage around him. Silco feels like an awesome villain in the backline.
That is so cool.
Like, during our preview, I destroyed my entire comp just so I could buy him and just so I could see him in action.
It was so hard to get anything in the preview though, because everyone was just building all the new stuff.
Oh yeah, everyone Hextech.
Yeah. That's not surprising. I mean, that's what always goes when you try to.
Hextech's really good though.
And then there was an amazing moment that I have to talk about.
Oh.
So we played a couple of rounds, and then there was Carousel. And in that Carousel, and the embargo is lifted, we can talk about this. In that Carousel, I saw her. I saw her walking menacingly with her shimmering device right there. And I can tell you, she's a Debonair champion.
Oh.
So, here's the thing. There was Debonair 1.0, Debonair 1.5, Debonair 2.0, Debonair 3.0 with Withered Rose.
Man.
All of that happened in a single year, by the way. And then they released a champion who looks like a Debonair.
Oh.
Anyway.
But is she then?
So Renata, she looks pretty cool. She
that's
looks
nice.
pretty cool, but she's basically a woman in a white suit, like a debonair. It's basically what it is. She has her menacing mask, and she has a really weird device that floats beside her, which looks like it's based on Shimmer. So you remember the old teaser where there was like a augmented hand on like someone's shoulder?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a shoulder, that was the device.
Oh shit.
So
well,
it's
I
not
guess everybody
Savika.
got it wrong.
So it's not Savika,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but yeah, it's the device, which is
It's
pretty
not
cool.
Karina.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not Karina. Like,
Sad.
I loved the moment when I saw her there, because like, we were not told she would be there. We didn't know, and then out
that's awesome.
of nowhere, in the carousel, I was like, oh my god, who is that? Oh my god, that's her! That was such a cool moment for me.
But then I got crushed because all the Chinese leaks that came out like hours before just were 100% true.
Oh yeah, they were true. All the leaks are true. It's insane.
Yeah, I remember the picture. Oh shit.
Renata Glasc right there. And it's awesome that just like Aurelian Soul is a two-word name, she is actually called Renata Glasc in the game too.
Oh.
It's not just Renata, it is Renata Glasc.
But like, isn't technically Aurelian Soul is like kind of a big name as well, but
yeah, it's technically two
I think
words
it's Renata is gonna be the shorter thing, just like Blitz and Blitzcrank.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like Aurelian, I call him Aurelian. A lot of people call him
A-Soul.
Or A-Soul, yeah. So it's gonna be Renata just probably, yeah. But yeah, she looks pretty cool. Her in TFT, her ability is that she casts a poison cloud, like Viper, kinda.
Oh no, please.
But
no.
I love. Oh no, but okay, I love this. So, the way she attacks, she has a gun.
Wait, what?
She whips out a gun, a six round gun, and she shoots people. And it's like a Western kind of like Colt styled gun. It's like old school. And I love that she's gonna be laning with Jin.
But she's
and it's gonna be
support and she has a gun. I mean, Senna was a support
and it's gonna
as
be,
well.
And I love that she's gonna be laning with Jin as a support, and it's gonna be two people just like shooting you with guns. It's gonna be hilarious to watch them.
Oh man.
But yeah, she has a gun. She has a gun, and it's absolutely amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. I hope the, because right now we only have teasers, but I hope the League version of her is fine even to play as a support, and I hope the new set is actually also fun to play.
She like as much as I would like to crap on the fact that yes, it's kind of another sexy champion because they could have done like but it's because she's supposed to be classy. She's like the Coco Chanel, you know, of League, where she's like selling perfume and stuff. So
that's good. That's a good French accent.
Thank you. But the debonair style makes sense. I'll give them that. They could have like made her a bit more, I don't know, menacing, but they went with the Viper style. That's like evil enough. But yeah, sure, I'm fine with it. It's kind of like Zeri. Like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It works.
It just works.
At least, like, funnily enough, I believe, like, you can see, like, 2% of her skin, which is an amazing change from the last shirtless champions.
Yeah. True. I mean, if she was shirtless, that could have been problematic for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much, yep. But yeah, we'll just wait for the story. We have no idea what the story is gonna be about. But yeah, I saw her in game, and she looks fine.
Oh, that's nice.
She's gonna be popular.
I think she's gonna be well received. Well,
yeah.
Appearance-wise, yeah. Ability-wise, don't know yet.
Question. Like, since we're still on the TFT topic.
Yeah.
By the way,
I think that's pretty much it for TFT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But like, because you guys both tried the mid-set, but like I wasn't allowed to. But do you think, as a mid-set, it still holds up to the first half of the set?
In which sense? Because like personally, with 20 new units and 80 new augments, it's pretty much like its own separate set.
Yeah. That's where I'm like, that's what I'm thinking about. It's like since it's almost a new set, like they changed a bunch of things, just like they do almost every mid set.
Yeah,
nowadays.
It definitely feels different. Like the way you like immediately, like, because like a lot of the Hextech units are local, so you immediately see them from the beginning of the game. It feels very different, even though 20 units is not that much. I think during Galaxies they swapped more than that.
But they removed 8 units though. I mean,
that's right.
Yeah.
They only removed Academy, I believe.
Yeah, I think.
So they are basically just expanding on what they had before, and I think it works out pretty well. Especially the augments are just give you better variety. I just hope it's not gonna get repetitive. I just hope it's not gonna be copy pasted augments all the time.
Yeah, because that's the big worry that it's just all like it's all first like the front 2 and then the back 2, and then it's like, oh, when you get into late game, oh, this augment gives you all your units this item's ability kind of thing. It's
and then there's I remember another one. There is like all units that don't hold an item, and then there is like regenerate mana, or they get ability power, or they get attack speed. I saw that as well.
Oh, so you could play a game where only your tank has items and then everybody else has more attack speed.
Theoretically, yes.
But then
I think that the one that gives mana as well, I think that one had like different tiers as well.
That's that could be big. Cuz like that was footwork. Yeah. That was a thing with like not your I mean, it worked better with Yordles or like 1 or 2 cost units, but then all of those units would have like 35% more attack speed or something like that. So it was like a huge augment. If you had.
It was anything that was 1 or 2 cost. Had like massive attack speed and you moved faster as well.
Yeah. So it's something alongside that, right? But like it's just instead of having low cost units, it's more of a you just don't need any items.
Yes.
But then you're kind of you're kind of fucking yourself up then, because it's just attack speed.
Yes, you're right. You still need to put your items on someone, but at least it's like a passive bonus.
No, but it's for example, if you have, I'm gonna take for like Tristana, like maybe you get Tristana and you get that buff, and Tristana has no items. But then if she has no items but has 35% attack speed from that buff, the issue is that she has no damage as well. She just has attack speed from the get-go, but then she doesn't do damage.
Well, I'm just gonna if you want to feel better, Tristana's not going to be in set 6.5.
Yes,
so.
That's right.
Oh, are they deleting Yordles?
No, so Yordles are staying, but they're swapping out with different Yordles. So Nas getting added, Corki is added, Lulu is still in.
No,
I can't remember the other 3. Ziggs is still in.
Ziggs is in, definitely,
what's the last 2?
There's
Vex
Hyper.
is still in.
No, please, just nerf Vex. She's too tanky.
I can't remember
like,
that's
just
one.
insane.
I don't know about Heimer, but Vex was in. And Heimer, I have no idea.
Dude,
actually.
Vex is the most frustrating champ to play against. Insane.
Yeah, so like, Corki's new and Nah is new.
I have a question that comes to mind right now.
3 cost.
You said it's called Neon Knights, and you have Project, whatever, Little Legend.
And Space Groove.
Yes.
And Space Groove. Neon Knight, Space Groove. And there is no Project Augment?
There is a... No, it's not Project, because
there is no Project Augment. Even though it's Neon Knight and you have a Project Little Legend coming.
It's because, if you remember during Galaxies, Project units were cybernetic. But cybernetic does have an augment. There are a bunch of augments which are like, if a unit holds an item, they get some buff. And that used to be the old cybernetic, which was Project during Galaxies.
Yeah, so it's not back.
So it's there. No, it is. There are some augments that are cybernetic.
Oh, okay, so that's a new. Oh, that's an augment. That's not a new trait.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's an augment, but yeah, because it's an augment, they didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I thought like they would bring back the project or like cybernetic traits because of the tail, because of the theme.
Yeah, it also makes sense because theoretically, story-wise, it's only the project Abysia that like invaded this world. But yeah, there are no projects in this world. You know?
Yeah,
the entire thing's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Because like the entire battle pass is all botanical, you know?
Yeah,
like
but no Corina. No Corina though.
Yeah, that's botanical, but it's Neon Knights. It has nothing to do with botanical.
That's weird. Yeah. That's as if that almost seems as if Renata was supposed to be Corina originally, and they had all the assets for them in TFT, but then like swapped the champion.
Oh,
it almost feels like something with Corina was supposed to happen.
Maybe.
Oh man.
Huh. Never thought of that.
Huh? Because yeah. Why else?
Wink,
Why
wink. Wink, wink to Riot Games. If you want to confirm or deny that, feel free.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it just means when Arcane rolls around in 2 years, we actually might get Corina then.
Yeah.
It's still not canon, so.
I mean, with Silco arriving to TFT exclusively, I just hope they lean into Runeterra. Cythria, sure. Freaking Argent of Arbormark, sure. No Valorant agents.
Oh, what? Why not?
Because I don't want to see someone sniping Warwick with an operator.
But we got Neon.
You have Corina who has the Viper ult.
I don't want anyone with Vandal. Sorry, Vandal? Vander. Vander. I don't want to see Vander with Vandal shooting people.
Vandalizing people.
They could actually put in Vander into TFT.
I mean
Jinx has got a minigun and she shoots people.
That's different, and you know it.
What about Urgot with his shotgun knees?
Yeah, freaking and holding Sheriff. Caitlyn with Marshall.
Wait. Oh, yeah, no.
I still can't believe. Okay, so I'm gonna call a shot. So.
It took me a second.
Terrible.
In when Arcane 2 comes out, Valorant will have Caitlyn's rifle as a skin for Marshall.
That would make sense. Cause
it'd be better than what we got last time.
Yeah, because it was just like the Jinx revolver or something.
Yeah, it's the sheriff. Yeah,
I mean,
sheriff.
They couldn't add. The minigun, or the Atlas or whatever the name is.
That would be too different.
What was it? Is that the sheriff that got the Jinx skin?
Oh yeah, it was sheriff.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah. But yeah, they can do because Marshall visually looks exactly like Caitlyn's sniper rifle, so they can do that.
Yeah, but the Marshall is like
operator.
I don't like using snipers.
Yeah, I like shorties. Anyway.
I think it's time to wrap it up then, unless you have something else to add to the previous TFT or something you want to talk about.
I'm free. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's time to go back to work.
After the last 3-hour episode, sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. This one is like half of it right now.
Everyone wants to hear our opinions on the MMO, like our theories for what the MMO
that would be for a future episode, I think. Like
there was actually a surprising amount of people asking for our thoughts on.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which the answer is no.
Yeah.
Soon TM.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, we can probably like find out also other people to collab with or like invite to talk about the MMO.
Yep.
We'll see in due time, I think.
Yep.
Alright. It is time to call it a day. Well, bye everyone. Have a good end of day or night, depending on where you live.
In like 2 weeks or 3.
Usually it's 2 weeks. It depends if you're available in 2 weeks or not, but yeah. Should be cool. Alright.
It's gonna be after Actually, I don't know if anything is planning to come out with
Well-
DD stuff. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll have to see if there's any news as well.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll see if she came out or not. By that time.
The cycle is like 3 weeks-ish, so probably
Mm.
would be 1 week away from that. But Bio would be out probably.
Yeah.
We'll complain about Shimmer next time.
Nice.
Or the lack of.
Yeah.
Alright. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.